Hey folks, Sheila here from Design Files. I've got some great news for you. The team has now made it possible for you to apply global settings to your product lists. So what that means is you're going to be able to determine what product details you never want your client to be able to see, and you can do that globally. So it's applied to every single product list instead of you having to come in and manage what the client sees and turn these toggles on for each individual design board. So this should save you a tremendous amount of time, and it should also ensure that you never run the risk of sending a design out to your client without first hiding certain product details. So if you are the type of designer who has the exact same process for all of your clients, so for example, let's say you're a full service interior designer and you just never ever want your client to be able to see the product names, the vendor names, the SKUs, or the shop buttons. If that's the case, you can now do that globally. And you would do that by going into your account settings up here. You'll notice in your account settings that you have a new option that's called product settings. And if you add your selections here, it means that every single design board that you create from here on out will automatically have these settings applied to it. So you'll never ever run the risk of your client accessing details that you didn't want them to see. So just go ahead, turn the toggles on for any product details that you always want to keep hidden from your client. And from here on out, every future design board, or every product list, I should say, will just have those settings applied. Now, I'm just going to note this because there is always the chance that you might change up your settings for a particular project. So let's go back to a project here just for a second. And let's say, just for the sake of argument, you've got a particular client that you're working with, and this time for this particular client, you want to hide some additional product details. So let's say we want to hide the prices from this client. If you want to do that for this individual project, you can come into the option where it says manage what client sees, and you can turn on the toggles for any additional details that you want to hide from this specific client. And if you want, you can apply these settings to all the designs within this project by turning this toggle on. If you do this, the updated settings that you've added here will only affect this project. All other projects are still going to use the global settings that you added within your account settings. So you've got a lot of flexibility here where you're going to be able to make adjustments for specific client projects if you want, but on a whole, if there are just certain details that you never want your client to see, you can use the global settings, and that way you will never run the risk of sending a design to a client without first hiding certain product details from them. So definitely hop into your Design Files account. Again, check out these great new updates and always let us know what you think. We're always happy to hear your feedback and just answer any questions you might have. Thanks for watching.